So friends, as you can see, I got a few knives laid out here on the table today. And the reason being is I got a new knife in to unwrap and unbox today. And I don't know if you can tell, but that is a buck knife. And I decided to lay out some of my favorite buck knives and show them off a little bit while I do this unboxing. Okay, now this one here, this is a little bit different buck than we're used to, but I just wanted to roll through these again real quick. You know, a lot of times the only time I get to break out some of my knives is when I do a new video that pertains to the same kind of knives. So that's what we're doing here today. I hope you enjoy. So here goes. This is my very first buck knife. I received this from my grandfather. This knife is actually older than I am. I believe it was made sometime in the mid-60s. And let me see if we can get this in here. There's a tank stamp on it right there. Okay? That might be better. Let's do it this direction. See it? So we know that's an old one. That, I'm not sure. This knife actually used to be about a 1/4 inch longer and a little bit more of a sweep to the blade. But this thing laid around for probably, I don't know, at least 30 years with a broken tip. Rolling around in toolboxes and stuff like that. And shortly after I started this channel, I dragged it out and I reprofiled the tip and tried to clean it up a little bit. It had a lot of scratch marks on the blade. You can still see some of them in there. I think my granddad used to sharpen his knives on wet and dry sandpaper. So he did put a lot of scratches in the blades of his knives. And let me tell you, he really sharpened them at a very low angle too. He liked to get them razor sharp, and he didn't care how often he sharpened them. But this knife is mine. My grandfather's been long gone now. And I think it is a pretty good looking knife. I'm not exactly sure what model it is. There's a couple things here on the knife that make me think it's different models. Let me see if I can get that in focus there. See how it's got the red right there, you know. And if you measure it, it was 4 1/4 inches long. So put it in the comment section if you think you know exactly what this knife is, but I have never been able to identify it 100%, you know. So that's that one. And let's go ahead and go to this one. Alright. Now this one here was a stealth run. It is a variation of the Buck 119 Special, but as you can see, it's got a straight clip point, or a straight point blade, instead of the traditional clip point. A little bit different, huh? Good looking knife, I think. And this one actually here is, this comes in the Magna Cut. Alright. And it is a handsome blade. And it has micarta handles. We can get that to focus on there. You can see the micarta. So, great knife. It was a stealth run. I picked it up. I also had the 2023, January 2023 Buck of the Month that also has that straight clip point blade like this one. So as far as I know, I have both models of the only 119s that have that shape blade. And like I said, I have both variations. So pretty cool. This one also has a little bit different leather sheath. It's got kind of a distressed leather on it compared to the shiny leather that most of the sheaths come with. You can see that's more of a satin. So, well, we got this one. This one actually here is one of my favorites. I misplaced it for a long time. It was in my shit hit the fan bag next to my Glock 17. And I pulled that gun out the other day just to do some maintenance, and I found this tucked in there, and I was so happy. It had been 6 months since I seen it, and I was fixing to order another one. But this is the 117 Brahma, and this is a fantastic knife. When I first got it, I thought it was a little bit on the small side, but it's not. It's perfect. It is a perfect size, fits the hand very well. I'll show you what we're looking at here. We're talking about a 4-inch blade on that, and an overall length of 8.5 inches. But let me tell you, I really like this knife. It is a fantastic do-everything belt knife, and if you don't have one, I think you should get one. And once again, it comes in that traditional buck sheath. She's made in Mexico, but the buck's made in USA. And it is one handsome package, let me tell you. Alright, so the next one. Alright. Everybody thinks they know what this one is, but this one is just a little bit different. You know, this one doesn't have the brass bolsters that most of them have. This one has the nickel silver. And it is a good looking knife, and it has the real ebony. They went back to using the real ebony again. And it is a good looking 110. Handsome buck. If you don't have a buck 110, I highly recommend this one with the nickel silver bolsters. You have to go to their website to get it. They don't sell it in stores as far as I know. I think you can get 10% off right now. But what a great knife that is. You know, I used to not think much of these, but man, loving it now. So, there's that one. Alright, a little more modern knife. And this is my Spitfire. I believe it's the 722. Let's see if it says. Yeah, 722 Spitfire. Alright, you can pick these up for just under $50. And what a great knife. Now it's a lockback, right? But it has that hole in the blade, kind of like the Spyderco. And it is one fantastic EDC that you can get, like I said, for under $50. This thing came in razor sharp out of the box. I put this Benchmade deep carry clip. It fit on here. Could only use 2 of the screw holes, but it don't look bad. You know, the color's black. It'd been nice if it was just a titanium color or whatever, but it's what I had, and it fit, and it works very well. Blade has just a little bit of a recurve to it right there. But let me tell you, I've never had to put a stone on this knife. I've only used my leather strop, and it is still razor sharp. So, great knife, great EDC. Also, I made a video on slicking up the action. This thing's usually come a little stiff, but I got this one running smooth as silk. Check out that video on this knife, and you can see that. All right, and the last of my buck knives that I have out here, I also have some fishing knives and stuff like that, but channel knives is this little buck 303 Cadet. This was a knife that went head to head with the Case Stockman and the Stockman Shootout, and you can check out that video in my playlist. But this is a pretty cool 3-bladed made in USA knife. Let's see if I can get that to focus on there. Yep, made in USA. And another knife that came razor sharp. And like I said, it's got 3 blades stacked in there very neatly. So, buck 303 Cadet. That's another great one. Alright, so on to the new knife. Is this knife going to be one that's going to join the ranks of these elite buck knives here? Well, we are fixing to find out. Let's see if we can get this sucker open. I got some tape on there, don't you? Let's see if we can get that knife in there. Bubble wrap. Yeah, it's sharp. That bubble wrap's just been a little tough today. Alright. Okay. Well, first of all, this knife does not have the USA flag on it. So, unfortunately, it is not a USA made knife. But it is made by a USA company. So, that is going to have to do. And it also has the forever warranty on it. So, what do we have here? This is the large button lock 074 SSS-B. Okay? And unfortunately, like I said, it's made in China. Well, let's check this knife out, because I had not seen this model yet. And let's see what it's all about. This is, I think this is just Buck's forever warranty, message from the Buck family, forever warranty. Get the plastic back in here. And set that aside. Okay, it's a stainless knife. Now this knife came either in this stainless version, and it also had a carbon fiber. Alright. And it's got thumb stuff. Ooh, that was slick. That was pretty slick for right out of the box. And I thought in the photos that this was a very handsome looking blade. Let me get it wiped off. And we'll get this thing focused here. Ah, isn't that a pretty cool shape to the blade? Alright, it's got that drop point. Okay, it's got that finger choil. Alright, it's got that hollow grind. That's going to have it very thin at the edge and strong at the spine. Okay, that's what that hollow grind blade that Buck usually does. That's pretty good. Let's see if we can see what we got here. There you go. It's got Buck there. And the thing that's pretty cool about this one is that right there. That button. There's a button lock. Okay, doesn't fall real free, but it is brand new out of the box. It probably needs to be played with a little bit. Let me tell you. Okay. If you watch the channel much, I'm not a huge fan of thumb studs. But let me tell you, this one Does a great job. Let's just go ahead and do some up close and personal film here. Okay. There's your Torx bits. There's your button. There's your pivot point there. And it is. You got a Torx bit on the back. And it's just a slightly brushed finish. Okay. Open frame design. Makes it nice and easy to clean out. It has a, not totally deep carry pocket clip. You still got 1/4 inch or so sticking out of your pocket, but it's a pretty nice pocket clip. And let's get some specs on this thing real quick. So we're looking at a blade that's probably somewhere right around 3 3/8, and sharpened area is around 3 inches, because you got that finger choil right there. Okay, let's see what we got for an overall length on this thing. Right at 7.5 inches. Right at 7.5 inches. Okay, and you got a thickness right at about 5/16. So here's the knife here, and they call it the 744 Sovereign knife. Comes in at $49. Let's go ahead and open that up. And as you can see, it comes in stainless steel, or you can get it in this carbon fiber here. Alright, but I don't really like black blades that much, And as it says here, Buck's first button lock pocket knife, the 744 Sovereign, is an ideal everyday carry. This knife features a snappy one-handed open and close with a secure lock. A simple press of the button allows for safe, easy closing, complete with a stainless steel drop carry pocket clip. Alright, so we got modified clip point. The blade steel is a 7CR17 MOV. Blade thickness is 0.11. Blade length is 3.225. 4.25 ounces. Stainless steel. And it's imported. Okay. But pretty cool knife. I decided to get the stainless steel one. So that's it. If you want to get it, you can go on their website, and it's a new product. Okay. So, not a bad knife. Feels good in the hand. Finger choil feels good. You can hold that knife here. There's no jimping, but it's got a good crescent shape there that lets you lock in good. If you want to get up on that blade like that, you can. If you were to, carve into something, see, that finger choil is not so proud that it gets in the way of you cutting. Because when you get up on there, look at that. Huh? Look at that. You got full use of your cutting edge. I like it. I think it's a pretty sharp blade. And I think it's good looking. Probably now, maybe I should have got the carbon fiber. Because I'm not much into the metal blades. Yeah. But I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. Let's see how sharp it came from the factory. Give us a piece of paper here. Alright. This part always makes me nervous. let's see what it'll do. Ooh. Yeah. As always, man. Bucks always come. Oh, that was me. That was me. Razor sharp out of the box. You know? I don't know how they do it. Even my last Spyderco did not come sharp out of the box like that. But that is one thing that Buck does very well. So, I will say, it is a very good looking knife. The ergonomics on it are very good. You know, I'm not much of a thumb stud kind of guy, but this one really works well and feels good, and it's got a very natural, fast action to it, as you can tell. And that button does not stick at all. Pretty sharp knife. So, does Buck have a new knife to compete with the Spitfire? Maybe so. Tell me what you think in the comments. But if you like this video, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it to any of your friends who might like similar knife content. So it keeps the channel going. Thanks for watching, and y'all stay safe out there.